Bye. Thought I'd come on, have a bit of a rant as well. Oh. Hi, White Squawk. I'll wait for a few more peeps to come in. It's raining outside anyway. Not doing much, I was just chilling because, like I said, there's a painting up there, not the lady one, the one behind it that I've been doing this weekend. Left to dry and I'll layer it up at another point because I do bits and bobs. So just let me get a blanket because my feet are cold. Just get me a nice little creative cushion that I like to make and put that on the floor for my feet, you know, because I am a creative being like most people are. Hi, Mary. And a blanket that I knitted ages ago just out of, you know, when you think, I'm going to knit a blanket today. Crochet, actually. I don't know how to do it. I don't know if everyone remembers I did this. My first blanket I've ever made, it's like a baby size just because I felt like it. Because that's what I normally do. When I feel like doing something, I'll do it, just like coming on here. I've got something to address in a bit. Hi, Gus. Hi, Tatty. Hi, Mary, Candy, and Lois. Because something came to my attention today. And I'm going to shout it out. I'm not going to shout the person out, but I'm going to shout the comment out because I think it's absolutely disgusting. And it is about a spiritual community because everyone hi Mrs. T, everyone likes to talk about hi good servant, hi, is it time, you know, the spiritual community and what a spiritual community is supposed to look like and what a spiritual person's supposed to look like. Apparently, I think I'm supposed to wear a halo and have wings virtually so you can see them on my back. Apparently. Whew, I'll get that. I'll get into that in a bit. But I'd just like to know how everybody's feeling. I'll just warm up. Because us spiritual people, I don't think are allowed to express not anger, triggeredness, or anything. Because like I said, you've got to be in a loincloth sitting on a mountain singing Kumbaya. Well, no. I can see halo. Yeah, can you see my halo? Woohoo. So it's hot even. The bugs are dying outside. I know, Pam Call, I know. Hi, Dave Maud. You've changed your thing again. Yeah, Vibe Tribe. Talking about Vibe Tribe, I'll get into that Vibe Tribe in a minute because there's some people in the Vibe Tribe and community who are not being very good in their vibing frequencies at the minute as it's come to my attention today. Just saying. So like I said, how is everybody? It's a full moon lunar eclipse today, so feeling the sensitivities today. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe what this is what this person was feeling. Feeling all right. I'm feeling good because, like I said, my fella brought me that canvas up there, the one behind the painting I showed you the other day, that one, and then got me this massive. No, they're not feeling my vibe. I'll tell you why. This massive, can't even get it on screen, massive canvas because my fella likes my creative side, loves me being creative, as most of you know and have seen. I've always posted me creative stuff from nails to jewellery to paintings to drawings to sketching. Oh, to hang on, massive, to books that I've made, anything that I've, you know, decided to just do because, like I showed you before, I have I'm knocking everything off. I have a creative room where I have a shelf with lots of books that I like to look at or read or delve into and see if anything resonates with me or not, or I can take it or leave it and think, does that resonate with what I've been experiencing? You know, you can do that with books. Apparently people think you can't. Yeah, this one here, I'll try and show you. That one's going to be a painting. I mean, it is a painting, but it's not finished. So it will be. But I'm a lovely painting that I drew myself and painted myself, and it came out of my head. Because I have always said, like most people know, we are creative beings. We are creators, creative beings. We come from the creator. And I was saying about the other day about light language and all that is art, dancing, painting, drawing. You could be in architecture. It's all creating. So, you know. Yeah, and I got my fella painting. And he's painted a great, it was like an African sort of sunset thing going on with animals in. He's never done it before. And it was suggestive. It was just dead good. And we were like, wow. So he's got the art bug now. So that was really good because we don't sit there watching much TV. We don't sit there watching the news. We've been getting creative in lockdown because I am a sovereign being and I do what I want. I don't follow the sheep. I don't follow other things. I do what I want to do and tune into things I want to tune into. Hi, Sky. Good to see you having a... Yeah. So it's been nice sharing that creativeness as well. That's a big canvas, the new one you show. It is a big canvas. That one's big and that one's massive. I don't know what I'm going to put on there, but it's going to be something. And I may sell them. That's great. You have so much in common. Yeah, well. Yeah, we do. And we don't. We do. But he's not on the queue. But that's fine. You don't have to be. He knows about stuff like most people do from way back. As I've said before, and this will go into this conversation again. But... he's not really interested in that, which is fine. I am, he's not, but, you know, it's all coming. That's light, doesn't really matter. We're all going to be seeing the truths no matter where you come from, where you found it. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day because we'll all be there for each other no matter what. Hi, Reese. So, yeah, I sort of trickle it in there a little bit, you know. I don't know if any of you saw who's on queue. The queue, I'm going to find the picture. I took the picture. Firework. You know, people were saying about JFK Jr., but I didn't think that anyway, really. It will come when it's come. People have still got to get on board with certain stuff. So, let me see if I can find it. Let me find the picture. Howdy, Mark, and howdy, Scott, and howdy, everybody who's in. Miss T, JP, White Squawk, Reese, Carol, Mary... I'll just say Sky, Dave Mordy, Chris. Oh, I'll tell you about that in a minute, Chris, about my fella. Tatted T, Pam. Have I missed anyone? Big Time, is it? It looks like Big Time. Lois, Sapper, Mary, Carol, Gus. Yeah, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Yeah, do anything. Yes, and Peter there, so, and anyone else who may be listening. So, I'll just show you the picture. It's just all so we know we're on the right thing, you know, when we see certain things that other people don't see. Whether people are into it or not doesn't really matter. I am, and that's all that matters to me. Hiya, Fireside Nest. Nice to meet you all. Nice to meet you too. This queue. See the queue? People go, oh, it's a coincidence. No, it isn't. There's the circle and there's the line. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that. Might trigger some people, but there you go. So, I just asked in chat, how are you all diddling? That means doing. You know, with everything at the minute. Yeah, Tatted teasing with his wife, so everyone can say hi again. As I will say, I'm so grateful for the chat that I have because I think you are all absolutely beautiful souls and have been with me. A lot of you have been with me for a very long time and you've stayed in with me rants and me triggers and me whatever, but that is just growth and that is just life. Hi from Liverpool. Hi. Oh, it might be from, is that from Mrs. T's channel or is it just someone from Liverpool? Liverpool, calm down, calm down. I'm only joking. I love Liverpool. My fella actually supports Liverpool football team, so sorry guys out there. Have a lot of love for Dolly. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we've known Mrs. T, Mr. T for quite a few years from coming into YouTube, which will be in a chat in a minute about how people try to start up drama, and there is somebody who's trying to start up the drama on the tube. Energy is so strong where I live. My ears are I've been really tired, and I had a dream last night. So remind me in a minute to let me tell you what my dream was. Dreams seem to be coming in a lot more. I just never used to remember them, but they seem to be very strong, especially this week. Wow, like 3 dreams in a week. I'm like, oh my god. Trying to keep the higher vibes, feeling some negativity. I've just got some negativity today, and I'm going to talk about it because we need to talk about things, because it's like with Q, the bad stuff that we talk about with all that a lot of people knew about years ago, and they go on harp on about it. The dark has to be seen in the light so we can have solutions about it. Now, you heard me say fella before. Yes, I met someone in lockdown because I do things back to front and upside down and not the right way around. So it is nice after 5 years of nearly being on my own and doing the work within, we'll come to that in a minute, that I actually have met somebody, and it's been really nice to just, you know, spend lockdown with, especially, which is weird because normally, thank you Dave, normally you would, in this lockdown, people are probably finding it either crazy with partners and I've heard a lot of people meeting people in lockdown, which seems mad. But because, I mean, I'm used to staying in and doing stuff anyway, but people who aren't used to staying in and sort of spending time with themselves, which I was, because I was like a hermit for 5 years anyway, while I was researching stuff and researching myself and looking at myself after I found out certain stuff. It hasn't really bothered me because I've just been arting like I normally would when I'm in, you know, not a big drinker, this, that and the other, so it didn't really bother me. Yeah, thank you. A lot of activity in the sky. Wow, I'll talk about that in a minute. I also got a new partner the week before. Yeah, mine was about, I think it was the week into lockdown or the week after or something like that. Oh, that's nice. That's good. Thank you. So yeah, we've just been sharing art, giving him little art lessons, and he's enjoying it. He's doing things he wouldn't have done before, which is nice. And actually realising he actually likes painting, and he's got the buzz for painting, so I think that's absolutely brilliant. So you always meet people when yes, it is when you least expect it, but I had a really big feeling. Hi Rick. Oh good. I had a really big feeling that I would meet someone in 2020 with a whole 2020 vision thing going on. I just had this feeling I would meet someone, even though people talk about twin flames meeting and all that, I just had a really big feeling it would be this year, but I didn't put out there when and where and all that because it doesn't come in like that. And unexpectedly, with someone definitely really unexpected that I sort of knew anyway, I was like, what? And we've laughed about it because it's like, oh, and the biggest number makes me laugh because we knew each other when we were 17. What's the 17th letter in the alphabet? You can't write this shit, honestly, you can't write it. What's the 17th letter in the alphabet? Dolly, you are my new Amy Winehouse. Oh, thank you, Brian. Oh, you feel very lucky. Good vibes for people. Q, yeah, exactly. So that's funny. Awesome, Dolly, that you have. Yeah, it is nice. It's just nice to share some time with someone who's into nature, camping and stuff like that. So that's good. Yep, Q. So, like I said the other day, a lot of you people who, hi Paul from Newcastle, a lot of people who are in chat may have channels. I know some of you do, and a lot of people in chat may not have channels, but you may watch other people on YouTube. And you may notice over the past couple of years or whenever that you do, no, taller than me, you do get drama, and that's where I was saying with Tatted T's channel, because I came across Tatted T about 3 years ago. Used to go in his chat, positive place, but there was drama, like we've been drama everywhere else, and you'll see that now and again. So, you know, and I've had a lot of drama over the past couple of years with what I believe in because of Q, and some people don't, and this, that and the other, and it's each to your own, and I've got triggered and all that, and you've all seen it, and it's all good. But I don't now. A couple of years ago, I'd have been getting triggered everywhere, going to people's chat, shouting things out, but then you realise that isn't the way to do it. And like I said before, you just don't watch the people you're not interested in watching. Doesn't mean you don't like them or you hate them. You just don't. Hate's a very strong word. You just don't. You just don't watch them because you don't resonate. I've always said, don't resonate. Yeah, you cannot write this shit. You don't resonate. No, he's not. He might be a wanting to be one, but he's not yet. But yeah, so I don't, especially now, go to people's channels I'm not interested in or an activity. Hi, Danny. And the thing is with YouTube now anyway, it wouldn't matter because a lot of the channels I did watch, I forget because YouTube are messing and you're not getting notifications. And there's loads of channels that I used to watch and I can't remember the names. I need to write the names down because they're not showing. And I know people in chat will say the same thing like, oh, I don't get a notification off you anymore. I didn't even know I was unsubscribed because that is what YouTube have been doing. So half of the people will pop up now and again and think, oh my God, I haven't seen their video for ages because I forgot like the name and I couldn't think what the name was. Like Jen McCarthy a few weeks ago, and I was saying, oh my God, I came across her name because I saw her with Laura Eisenhower and I used to watch her years ago. And I'm like, they haven't been popping up on on YouTube. And then I've gone to try and see, did I unsubscribe? No. But they aren't coming up. Or some, they'd unsubscribed. I was like, I didn't unsubscribe them. So there's all that going on and people can see that in the YouTube community. And that's why you've got to look, someone was saying the other day, check mine, check people's that you still sub to because YouTube are messing. Yeah, exactly, Dolly. Some people are just drama. I think some people just want attention. She just pasted that by the kind people I dealt with messed up NYC club kids and narcissism. Don't know what you're saying, Brian. Oh, and 28 years later still threw shade. Yeah. And people just throw shade. So anyway, getting back to what I was going to say, because this comment someone made, now we deleted the comments on a certain channel because we're just like, what is all that about? Does this person want people to make comments because it was really big? And then realised it was about me because I'd gone over to a certain channel the other day and was talking and went on that channel and said I'll be on again because we were reuniting. So this person must have been watching my YouTube, which I think they didn't anymore because all of a sudden they were over there. So anyway, I'm not going to say the name of this person because if this person's watching, which they probably will because they know I commented one little thing back, I want them to know I'm saying it from my mouth and they know who they are. So I don't need to bring the name up, but the comments aren't there now, I don't think, because I've deleted them. But I did take a snap screen of the comment to read out because it's absolutely hilarious. We go on in the spiritual community. Now, we're all spiritual, so you're all spiritual. We come from spirit. I've said this before. We're all spiritual. I do not have to be sat meditating in a corner 24/7 with my crystals or sitting on Mount Peru in a loincloth to be spiritual. I can swear and do certain things and it doesn't mean I'm not spiritual. We are also human as well in a physical body, in a physical vessel. Whatever you want to say. Does me head in labels, this, that, the other, blah, blah, blah. It's all the same to me. It gets on my nerves. So sorry if I'm not really looking at the chat right now because when I'm in a role in the flow, I'm in the flow. So otherwise I'll get distracted. So chat amongst yourselves until I come into chat. But so spiritual people, we're all spiritual. Doesn't really matter. Spirituality or the community. I mean, am I supposed to have like what are you supposed to look like? Am I supposed to be walking around with an orange cloth on and a dot here? I don't know. Am I supposed to be wearing, I don't know, the MC Hammer pants and stuff? I don't know. If I was wearing a suit, would it make me unspiritual? If I only meditate now and again, does it make me unspiritual? Because I actually meditate through my drawing, which Mrs. T, you might agree with that. I go in a space of quiet and I just go into my art of whatever that is. It could be making jewellery. It's all creative. Creative is the language of God. you know, what you love, what you enjoy with is the language of God, source, create, whatever you want to call it. So it's a bit like, yeah, there isn't a type. It's just because you see a lot in the community, spiritual community, wearing certain clothes. Like most people would think of a spiritual person as a new ager, which is nothing under noon under sun there. They'd think of people with tie-dye, you know, doing all this, with peace signs on, which, yeah, we like that. And all sorts like that. Maybe I could come on with a hippie headband, you know, looking a bit hippie. My hair's a bit hippie. Like, you would get like a vision in your head what you think a spiritual person would look like, you know, ooh, a bit off-wit fairies. But that doesn't mean if you don't dress like that and you dress in a different way, that you're not spiritual. It's within you, it's a mindset, it's frequency. It's nothing to do with the outer stuff, but a lot of people seem to think it is. I do like that look, aesthetically, I can't say it, like bits of jewellery that I do, you know, like bohemian sort of, this sort of jewellery that I do anyway, because I just resonate with that stuff. I love it. It's me, it's girly. I love the boho-y, gypsy sort of, that sort of look. I always have done. Eclectic look. I'm not bothered about fashion. It doesn't bother me. It never has done. If it did do, it was when I was younger and you're going with a crowd, like you're at school, someone's got the best pair of trainers. You want them trainers because you don't want to look like you're not in the club. Well, we've all gone through that, and if you haven't, very good for you. But I wasn't too like that bothered. But I still liked fashion, but I wasn't too into it, you know, too into it. And these days, I'm not really bothered. I'll go charity shops, thrift shopping. I don't care. I like what I like. And if other people don't like it, I'm not really bothered. Just like today, when I did this. I was beavering away before I saw this rude comment, and it was an old cardigan, and I don't know if anyone remembers, I hand embroidered this, and I put it on the back of my cardigan. And it says, close your physical eyes. I did this ages ago, if anyone remembers. Hi. Open your minds. I've just realised that I've not wrote it in properly. Open your minds. And I've missed the eye off, so I'll just unpick that and put it in there. I got distracted. Close your physical eyes and open your mind's eye. That's why, obviously, that's what this is. And that was that. I did a while back, and I've just decided to stitch it on the back of this cardigan because it's like a message on your clothing. My idea, by the way. I'll tell you why I'm saying that in a minute. So, yeah. So, like I said, I've never been like a total sheep follower. Sorry to say that, but I know it's not a nice name, but, you know, I'm just saying. Whereas I do everything everyone else does just because everyone's doing it. We have done, and we have done in the past, but I've never really been like that. It's always been a bit like, and that's why with the whole, yeah, if you want to see my art, you can go on Instagram on, I think I've called it, I think it's under Dalai Lama now, with a picture of a little llama. I haven't got a link. It's just on Instagram. I will have properly, but anyway, I'll be showing some art in the very near future. But what was I saying then? That's why I've not got a look in chat. I get distracted. What was I saying then? What was I saying? My pen's not working. Yeah, it does add fuel to the fire, as I'm going to get into it in a minute. And I'm not bringing this up because I want drama. I'm bringing it up because I've put in the chat, what's the chat's title? Creativity in people's mindsets. Now, we know it's a very, very critical time that we're in with the whole lockdown scenario, the pandemic, um, all this stuff, you know, even if you're into Q, you're not into Q, all this stuff going on. We all know the truth of it doesn't matter if you believe in Q or not, you're into this, you're into that, and you're into it years ago. The whole point is there's something going on, we all know. And we all know the news is out there because it puts our frequency down, and then you get ill, and then there's a whole thing of that's why people get disease, because it puts you in dis-ease. We all know, a lot of people know about the words they use, the spells and numerology and all that sort of stuff that I've been researching over the past so many years, as well as other people may have come across, been across, you know, found out 1,000 million years ago, because people like to tell you how long they've been on the so-called you know, their own awakening, and think that because they've been awake longer than you, they know the best way to do it. But they don't, because the thing is, you are you. I learn my way and other people learn their way. And I can be quite stubborn sometimes, but I can only learn it. Thank you, Candy Apple. I can only learn it the way I learn. A lot of it's visual as well. So when I do my art, people go on about channeling and they say they're intuitive. Very intuitive, and they're psychic. We're all intuitive and we're all psychic. It's when you come into that and you start tuning into it. It's not certain people have got it. Hi Sue, you're all intuitive and you're all psychic, and we all have great gifts. Mine is my art. You know, some people like singing, some people like good at a lot of things. You can be good at everything you want to be. Just like my fella found out he's really good at painting, and I told him he would be, and he really enjoyed it and he got into it, and that was that. Yeah, you will for not wearing a mask, and I haven't worn one yet. So apart from when I got on the bus and then I took it straight off, and it wasn't a mask, it was a scarf. Just saying. So yeah, that's why when I do my cards, my intuitive and all that comes through the cards, because they're visual, but I get that through thoughts and feelings and things in my head and the frequencies and stuff. But I put it in through my artwork. And you've seen lots of my art, my paintings, my drawings. When I've done a meditation and I draw what I saw, remember I had a dream I've got to tell you about as well, and I share it with people. Now I'm going to read this comment out by this person, because this person, who I'm not going to mention, like I said, they'll know who they are. Didn't know they were still watching, but they must be, because they went and commented on someone's channel. Don't know why they're doing it, but this is why I say about people's mindset at this time where it's crucial, because of all this, it's supposed to be uniting. It doesn't mean you have to, like this person, I don't hate. I've told this person I don't hate them. I just don't resonate with their energy. Sorry, but I don't. You're allowed to put barriers up when you're a so-called spiritual person, as we are all spirit, because we're all from spirit. Oh yeah, my poems, yeah, and everything like that. And I was just absolutely, the reason why I'm bringing this up was absolutely flabbergasted by this person's comment, and not by the whole of the comment. It was just a little piece where I thought, how dare you? How absolutely dare you? This person says they're highly intuitive and psychic. Really? Right. Okay, are you ready for this? For the people who've known me for a while, let's read this out, because I had to laugh as well, but I'm bringing it up because it's a bit like all the dark seen in the light. I just think, where are people's mindsets at the minute? Where are people's mindsets at the minute? Because I'll ask you some questions after this. New people won't know. If anyone figures out who it is, fair enough, but this isn't to cause a YouTube war, because I'm not interested in this person's channel. I don't watch this channel. I used to a while back, but I haven't watched it for I don't know how long. But let's just see what this person's put, because I thought, seeing as this person's highly intuitive, I'm like, okay, doesn't sound like it in your comments. And I haven't interacted with this person for a long time, so where is it? Just gonna go and find it. Yeah, and I don't wish them any, you know, bad feelings or anything. I just think it's just this thing of, where are people's mindsets in? Why do people do this? Well, I know why people do it. Sometimes it's attention. Sometimes they're listening to the wrong people. I don't really know what's going on. But I was just surprised, like really like, what the hell's all that about? What is that about? Don't get it. So just let me go and find it. Right. Now you can't see the name, so that's okay, but it's this comment here. I don't know if you can see. Oh, the light's a bit light, but anyway, there's a comment there. You can see it, that big comment, and there was some more comments. And until I read it and found out they were talking about me, I was like, "What?" And not the fact that they were talking about me, and they're not. This person's not into Q. I haven't got a problem with all that. Each to their own. It's the bit at the bottom, so I'm just going to read it out without going into the comments. Then I'll probably go through it again. But for those who know me, this will make you laugh. Who know me on here for, you know, talking about what I talk about and doing my, you know, my art and stuff. Right, are you ready for this? I need to get my glasses on. Yeah, I'm going to get my glasses on because, you know, I've got to have a laugh about it. I think this person wants a reaction. Not getting the reaction they want by me shouting the name out, but it is addressed to this person, and if they're watching, I am addressing it. Doesn't mean I'm unspiritual because I'm calling something out. You ready? I'll put my glasses on. Right, you ready, everyone? Dolly Daydream. I am highly intuitive and psychically gifted. We all are. I won't go through it like that, I'll just read it. Right. Oh, I'm strong, don't worry. I'm taking the mic. And I read frequencies and body language. I've been doing it for 26 years. Woo. Dolly, after being in a spiritual journey for that long, you can see people for who they really are. Do you think I cannot see you? Oh, I can see myself, actually. It's like a mirror. What upsets me is how you give the silent treatment, and I'll go through this after about what all that is. Silent treatment, yet do what you do to me. What? But I'll tell you about that in a minute. And don't make out you don't. I have had enough. Right. See, now I will look like the crazy one and the one that's the stirring up trouble. And you will look like the angel, but me and you know the truth. And I'm not the only person that has seen this now. There is patterns, Dolly. This is the bit. Are you ready? You copy me. You copy my natural creative flow. Now, if I told you who this person was and you checked the channel out, you'd be like, what? But I'm not going to, because I don't want a big war. My idea, my words, you mimic me, and your paintings have not come from you. My paintings have not come from me, apparently. They've come from me, this person, and other people. Right, okay. You will just make them look like your own. Now, that's okay, but it's the way you conduct yourself. What? This person's saying the way I conduct myself. Talking about doing self-work when you have done nothing. I've done nothing, apparently. Funny thing is, me and you could have been really good friends. Can anyone see the reason why I might not want to be friends? And you could have learnt a lot from me. I know how much you go to my channel. I know you watch it, it's obvious. Really loving community, Dolly. Yeah, our chat community is really loving. Well, I'm part of that community too. Thank you very much. You have hurt me. What the fuck? Can I just say, I'll go through that again for the people who might not understand. This person used to come into my chat a few years ago. They didn't believe in Q and they're onto certain things and they're not into Trump and you don't have to be and all that. But I was, and I was highly charged with all that a few years ago. If you remember, I'll get triggered about anything. And this person goes into a lot of chats and watches a lot of stuff I watch. Same sort of spiritually stuff, if you want to call it that. And we'd see each other and sometimes she'd be like, oh, you hate me. And I'd be like, no, I don't. I just don't vibe with you. So in the end, could have been last year or year before, I don't really know and I don't really care. I just didn't communicate. I might have deleted them off here. I don't know. I don't care. If I don't vibe with somebody, I don't vibe. So I don't go and sit watching a channel I don't vibe with. Yeah, exactly. I haven't been in that channel. I checked today to see what this person was talking about and I was like, oh my God. I don't watch the channel. I'm not interested in watching the channel. But she must be watching me because she made a comment on someone's channel, went in the other day to know that I was there. And what got me was the whole thing with she's highly intuitive. Well, if you're highly intuitive and you're calling me for saying I don't do my own artwork, because apparently I get it from her, and I've checked her channel out and her artwork is nothing like my artwork. My artwork comes within me. People know that I just sit there, you know, my family know that I just sit there and paint. She doesn't know that my nana and my granddad was artistic. My dad had a painting gallery. My mum was very artistic, and I've shown you the fairies that my sister's made. She's very artistic too. I'm a creative person, always have been, always will be. I was absolutely flabbergasted. You'd never guess who it was, I don't know. Absolutely flabbergasted with this woman trying to bring down another woman in the way she has, but saying that I've really hurt her. I don't speak to her. I don't communicate with her. I never really did. She wanted me to be a friend and I wasn't interested because I just don't vibe with the vibrations, and that's fine. That doesn't mean I hate somebody. I'm just not into that energy. So to see that today, and this wasn't the only one, by the way, but it's the only snapshot I took, I was like, how dare you, if you're watching, tell people, go to another person's channel and write a massive thing out saying, what was it? I copy her. I'm nothing like her. I'd love to actually put the name out in my channel, but I'm not going to. That I mimic her and I copy her natural flow. The reason why people are talking about things in the community sense, spiritual community sense of what's going on in the world right now, you're getting attacked all the time, Nails, I hope. You'll get attacked in any community. I forgot what I was saying then. What was I saying? Everyone's talking about what's going on right now because there is a collective consciousness that are talking about energies and frequencies. But this person thinks, I mean, what they only know and nobody doesn't. And putting the whole thing of I've been on my path for 26 years, so I don't know because apparently I haven't been on it. I knew about frequencies before Q, but I didn't know about the stuff with Q, as in certain parts of the government, this, that, and the other. How dare you put out to someone else's channel that I'm not doing my journey? You don't know me. I don't care if you say you're highly intuitive, or you're obviously not because you know nothing about me. I've been basically, like most people, when they come away from certain stuff, when you just stay in your house a lot, an introvert, sort of like, not an introvert, a hermit, you know. But I love being out in nature and all that, which I'm always talking about. And this person thinks I'm copying them because what they say, go out in nature. Most people say that. It's obvious. I was just absolutely flabbergasted with people's mindset, which only shows to me, is it like, are you going mad? Or are you jealous? Or like, do you just want attention? And telling me that I go over to their channel and they know they do because they're very psychic. I don't go to your channel. I'm not interested in your channel. And it probably won't come up anyway because, like I said before, a lot of channels you don't get notifications, and I unsubscribed anyway. And I might have blocked them in here. Could be still lurking though. But you know what I mean? I'm just like, what the hell? Telling me that I paint like other people. I'm doing her artwork apparently, and I've made it look different. Her artwork is nothing like my artwork. And actually, I went through a channel today to try and find some artwork, and I didn't really see much that I could see. Not anything that looked like mine, but I thought, what? Oh, she might do. She likes a bit of a comment. She does. But I just can't believe the actual sadness of what's going on in the world right now that she just felt the need to go on someone's channel. And she even said, she did a bigger spiel than this, and then even put at the end, we need to expose Dolly. Expose me for what? Anyone in chat? Expose me for what? For pumping some positive vibes out, whether I'm right or wrong. I'm not saying I'm right in everything. For saying I'm spiritual, we all are. For having books, because she also said something about these people have books, you don't learn from books. Well, yeah, you can learn from books, because when I read a book, I take what resonates, like a video, because this person wouldn't be putting videos out either. Might as well say, why are you putting videos out? You take what you resonate with and see if it is going along with your experience, because at the end of the day, it's all about experiences. And how dare she tell me I'm not doing the work? Everyone is individual and you do it the way you understand it. I don't go to big channels where, I know this sounds a bit daft, they're very intellectual and use big words and all that. I go to people's channels that I understand and that I like, and I'm getting a vibe and I understand what they're saying, and it might be arty channels and all sorts of different stuff, because I'm a visual learner and I do it the way I do it. And even if someone's told me something and I'm a bit stubborn about it, I will find my own way, my own divine time, because that's what it's about. It's not about her saying she could have taught me a lot. I don't want you to teach me. I'll learn myself, because I've got to learn it myself. You can't, like I said before, you can't, this that we're doing, the work, you've got to do it yourself. You can't, what's the word, fake it. You can't get someone else to do the test for you, so she probably would, but I just found it absolutely disgusting that somebody's saying that. What else did she say? Something about she's not causing trouble. Well, obviously you are, or you wouldn't have commented the stuff that you commented, because this was only one big comment. She did a bit on it. Giving her the whole silent treatment is because I don't contact her, I don't message on her channel. I never really spoke to her that much anyway. I think I might have blocked her on here, because I do block people. If you're going to keep going on, I'll block you. I'm not interested. So she's had silent treatment, and she's only just said this recently, not had any interactions with her lately at any time. There's people in this chat who will know who it is if you're working it out, but I'm just absolutely disgusted. I'm disgusted by the point that they've put, I'll give her the silent treatment and don't make out you don't know. She's really had enough. Don't make out I don't know. Love, I don't know what you're talking about. As I've just said, I don't watch a channel. I haven't watched a channel in ages. I haven't got a clue what she's going on about. So, no, I don't know what you're going on about. And if she's had enough, well, I don't know if she's got people in her channel making lies up, because apparently she said people have been emailing her and all the breadcrumbs come back to me. So she's having something going on her channel that's nothing to do with me. But this is how drama starts on YouTube, as me and Tatted Tino. So like I said, I'm not saying a name. We did remove the comments, but I did. And if you can see the name there, I don't care. Quick flash. Absolutely disgusted. No, she's English. She's English. And I think it's all just because I didn't want to sort of be friends in that sense, and maybe going on a channel and talking about stuff and meditating on a channel, because, and she said something about being a sovereign being. We all know we're being sovereign beings. I am a sovereign being. She's saying that I don't do the work because she's so intuitive. I don't do it. Well, I do it. I am a sovereign being because I don't follow everybody else. I do what I want to do, and I'll come on here and talk about what I want to talk about when I want to talk about it, and all that sort of stuff. And like I said, it's not triggered me in a bad way. It's just the mindset of some people. Hi, Maori. Sorry, I didn't see people coming. Hi, Red Eye Jedi, and was it Sue, and I saw a few people. Brian and My Skies 5D. I'm just absolutely disgusted, especially in the times that are going on. It's like, stay with your own vibe tribe then. She used to come in as a vibe tribe, but I just got sick of it. So to be spouting lies on other people's channels, and the channel that I was on, Tatted T, the other day, I might as well say it. When I was on Tatted T's channel having an interview, Tatted T was interviewing me. It was about me and what I'm into and the Q thing. It wasn't about this person. So why this person came in and said what they said. So people out there, would you like to tell me what I'm going to be exposed for? For what? Anybody? Exposed for what? Doing my own artwork, because apparently My artwork's not my artwork, it's her artwork and other people's. That's a crock of shit. Anybody? I'm going to be exposed for pumping some positive vibes out, which is very much needed in the times now, even if it's we're having a laugh and a joke and stuff, because it's what's needed at the minute. So I'm a secret agent. Maybe I am. I don't know. Anybody else? I've obviously been up to something in maybe, or what do they call it, in your sleep, in your etheric self. Maybe that's where we're fighting it out, because like I said, I haven't been going to a channel, so I don't know what she's talking about. So maybe it's the when you're astral traveling or something. I haven't got a clue. When you're on $1. I love it. Well, this is the thing of being real with people, and I'm addressing it. Like I said, I don't really want to say the name because I think this person just wants drama. But for someone to say they're in a spiritual community and they're trying to bring someone down and saying they're gonna bring them out, and they're gonna say and this that, and they're telling them that they're not doing the work, and she's telling me I'm not doing my work. She's telling me that my artwork isn't my artwork, and I mimic her. I swear to God, if you knew who she was and you went and saw her work, I ain't mimicking anything of her. I don't look like her. I don't sound like her. We may talk about similar things. I don't know. I don't know what she's been talking about. Obviously, she talks about, yeah, well, things most of the collective consciousness are talking about, because this is what's going on. It's the age of the Great Awakening. I'm just like, what? Dearie me, wind your neck in, love. Have I been speaking about anyone on my channel lately? Have I mentioned any names about anybody apart from Q and Trump? Anybody? Anyone remembering me saying anything about anybody? No. And each to their own. So I don't know if I've got sneaky people in my channel who are going waffling on about things that isn't happening on my channel. But apparently I go and watch her all the time. She's put in a comment. No, I don't. Didn't even know she was still on YouTube. As bad as that sounds, but like I said, YouTube do stop your notifications and stuff like that. Yeah, I can't judge because I don't know. No, but I mean, Sue, you've been in right from the beginning. You've known that I've just always expressed myself through my art, my nails, my art on my nails, my drawings. I'm always showing my drawings. Do you know what I mean? So I'll share the email address so you can email it. You know what I mean? Lord, my tongue is about to be bitten off. Boom, let's get me boxing gloves on. Do you know what I mean? And I'm only taking the mick because I wasn't really going to say anything, but I thought, no. Like I said, do your own thing on your own channel and stick with the people that you're communicating with. I haven't communicated over there. I haven't left a comment over there. So it's bull crap, if anyone knows who I'm talking about. Do you know what I mean? So drama, people, drama. But like I said the other day, I don't care who you are. I don't mean who you are, how long you've been on your journey for, or what you've experienced, to think that you can tell someone else that they're not doing their work. I said the other day, it doesn't matter if someone woke up yesterday, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Just because you woke up 26 years ago does not make you any better than anybody else, because someone's not going to learn it the way you do it. People can put YouTube videos out there and they'll explain something and you go, I don't get it. And then you'll go to another channel and they'll just say it in a different way that you'll understand it. Like at school, I didn't understand things, but I understand other things put more simply and in different ways. Some people don't. Some people need the facts and the figures and the analytical mind of everything. I'm not like that. So you can't say to somebody, you're doing it this way, doing it that way. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. It's just the way you do it. And she's looking at me thinking, because I have books on my shelf and I'm reading stuff and I'm trying to read stuff about, it's not about reading that. I like books. And if I want to take different parts of books to read and things resonate, sometimes I read a book and think, no, that didn't resonate. I actually like reading because I don't watch TV. So I think I'm just trying to put the point across of, it's that spiritual community again. I don't even want to be called that. Do you know what I mean? Saying they're all spiritual, yet they can bring people down and tell them that they are or aren't doing the work. And they know for a fact because they're in very highly ego-based, that sounded like, ego-based. I'm highly intuitive and, what was it? Psychic. Well, that just sounds like a big, massive ego to me, and I've known for 26 years. Well, whoopie do for you? Do you want a chuffy badge and a gold star and a tick on your sheet? Way. Sorry. Sorry. Do you know what I mean? Do you really think spiritual people don't get triggered? Do you really think... Why am I even saying spiritual people? People don't get triggered. People don't stand up and say something. Do you really think if Jesus didn't flip a table over or didn't get mad about some things when he saw people, you know... Do you know what I mean? And I've said before, a spiritual person does not mean you're going to sit down and let people walk all over and use you as a doormat. I don't know if this person's highly triggered because I don't know. I don't know. What is it all about? Anyway, you know what I get like? Yeah, thank you, Tatty. You put it in there. Tapper just said, shall I put it in? I was about to go, yeah, go on then. This isn't to start anything, and I don't care if there's people in this chat, because I know there's people in this chat because I've seen your names over there that are going to say this, that, and the other. I'm just saying, if you see the name in chat, you can go over. I don't want you to comment. It's not a war. It's just like, do I come across as I'm copying this person and I'm stealing her artwork? I didn't see no artwork on there. I haven't commented there because I don't watch this person's channel. I only checked today. I mean, do what you want. You got your own mind. You've got your own, you know, things, and it's not going to be a war. And I think she's deleted off here. And if anyone comes in going on, you've got your own things to say anything. But if you're being an idiot, you will be deleted as well. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying. Obviously, I'm talking about something because it has pissed me off in a sense of. It's not about the spiritual thing. It's how dare you tell me. I don't mean a lawsuit, but what's the word, telling me that I don't do my own artwork. I'm absolutely disgusted by it. So thank you, Tatty T. Absolutely disgusted by it. And it's not that I think if you're spiritual, you don't speak up and say something. You do speak up and say something because truth is truth at the end of the day. And I'm not having someone out there putting their little lies out of their thoughts and perceptions. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Absolutely disgusted. So... ran over just a little bit, but it's good to be triggered because when it comes to things like that, when someone's just making a comment of, oh, I don't believe in that, you believe in Q, I don't, which she doesn't, which is fine, but when someone's blatantly putting lies out on someone else's channel they haven't been in, I know Tatty T and his wife from years ago, and blatantly putting a lie out there, which what is the word out there when you can get them done for, what is it? Lying about you. What's the word? I don't even know what the word is. Yeah. That piece in it, I'll read it out again. I'm not going to read the whole thing out, but the thing that they put about the art is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And that's the only thing that made me talk out, because I thought, does she go, yes, slander, slander. Does she go around doing this to other channels? She's saying she's spiritual and this, that and the other, and you're going around slandering people. And what people don't know about YouTube is if there's people over on someone's channel, and Mrs. T and Mr. T will know this, and they don't know me, and they talk, because I've had this in the Flat Earth community, I've had it in every community I've been in, people who don't know people will believe what that person's saying because they like that channel. They don't take the time out to learn about anyone or go back to past things or ask questions. It's a bit like mainstream media, innit? Mainstream media say something and the sheep will believe it. It's the same thing. It's disgusting. Disgusting. So, yeah, Tatty T is a good person. And even though like he's a past journey, he's a spiritual person, he will talk his mind. And you should be able to talk your mind. People think in the new age, which is the old age, there is a bad side to new age, where they all think you're not supposed to say anything. You're not supposed to hurt people's feelings. Well, she thinks she can go around and slander people and think that's all right, when I have no clue what she's going on about because I don't watch her. So the bit she put about my art was, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, anyone who's come in, you just have to go and watch again. You are the universe. Yeah, we are the universe. We are the creators. Like I said, Dolly, you copy me. You copy my natural creative flow. You can always comment back on my channel if you do go and watch to see if, you know, that's what it is. But my creative flow, my ideas, my words, you mimic me, and your paintings. You have not... Your paintings have not come from you. Apparently my paintings have not come from me. So I don't know where the frig they've come from, because I was sat here painting them and I don't watch her channel, so I don't know what she paints. They've not come from you. They've come from me and other people. You will make them look like your own. What? There's a lot of people who paint like that. There's a lot of people who do similar paintings. What the F are you talking about, woman? And you're spiritual. Right. Yeah, I've mimicked her. I think I must look like her. I must sound like her. I don't know. I hope she's watching. I hope you sat in the background watching. I do. Because I just think it's childish. And people might say, oh, well, I shouldn't have commented. I got triggered. Some people need telling. Like I said, it's slander. You know. I am laughing, but it is slander. And like I said, saying she wants to, what was the word? What was the word, T? That she wanted to out me or whatever, and I'm like, on what? On what? I know, no one else knows if I've been doing the work apart from me. And I do the work because I reflect on things. I'll reflect on this after I've reflected on my past. I reflect on things I do. I'm trying to get rid of, like, you know, like I've been telling people how we're all, you know, not taking the past with us and all that work that we do and looking at our shadow self and bringing it in and trick. It's all alchemy and transmuting energies, because everything is alchemy. We're like chemical bodies, we react to emotions and all that stuff that I go on about. But apparently there's loads of people talking about that. So does she think everyone's mimicking her? We're all talking about the same thing because we're all experiencing the same thing, maybe different experiences some sort of way. But I don't know what her art looks like, but I can say that every time I see your art, I know it shows you have a signature style. Thank you, Violet. Outing you on being good at what you do. I know, I'm just like, is it because, I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, she publicly shame and expose you, supposedly. She wanted to expose me. For what? Being a QAnoner? Well, everybody knows that. Supporting Trump? Well, everybody knows that. And in chat, if you knew, it doesn't matter if you don't. I don't, you know, that's fine. I'm just saying, getting triggered now and again. Well, that's being real, isn't it? Isn't that the parts we look at as well? Isn't that the parts that we're told we shouldn't, we shouldn't? I don't get triggered like I used to, but when something, you know, like going over, commenting on people's channels, like the biggest comment she put, and I notice she does it on a lot of people's channels, I don't do that. I don't resonate. If I don't resonate with a channel, I just don't watch it, simple as. But sometimes when I want to bring something up, I will come on my channel and talk about it. So, yeah, for being my unique self, apparently. I mean, Sue has been here. I think, Sue, you've been on my channel since the beginning, since when I didn't know what I was doing. But I've always been, I know this, and I know Sue will say it, and I even know Tatted T will say it. You might have seen a few hair changes, but at the end of the day, I've always changed my hair. I used to dye it, do everything with it, and then now it's dreaded. I've always been my usual bubbly self, even when I was talking about other things. I've not changed. She did say once, this woman, you contradict yourself. No, I don't contradict myself, love. It's because I'll take things, and if I don't believe it anymore, I'll start talking about something else because that's not resonating more. So I move on and go with the flow because that's what it's about. I don't hold on to things if I don't see any truth in it anymore, or I've just gone off the thing. I'll move on to something else. Even if it's not true, whatever, I'll go through that process of going through that until I have no more. And this is why the thing with Q, I haven't fell off Q, because I still resonate very, very strongly with it. So I don't talk about it as strongly as I used to, but I resonate with it because I can see what's going on from up above on both sides. But I resonate with it, so I'm not moving from it yet. Will I? Don't know. I doubt it. Yes, I've been a long time. Yeah, you've been on a long time. I remember you, Sue, sweetie, when Dolly first started out when she was doing her nails and journals. Yeah. I remember the journals. Remember the pictures I used to draw in the journals are still the same as that. And that was years ago. Yeah, from really short to dreads, yeah. But my hair used to be long before it was short, and then I had an accident with hair dye. I bleach, and then I had to cut it off. Keep it real, Dolly. I do, and that's why I'll come out and have a bit of a rant, because I'm not holding it in when someone's slandering people. Thank you, Effie. That's what I mean, Effie. I'm here even if I'm waffling on and it sounds like nonsense to some people. It's to be here to just be talking because of the times we're going through right now. We all have a bit of a laugh, don't we? When it's just somewhere to go if you're not watching TV and we're just chatting about stuff. Yeah, Miss T. Yeah, Sue's been here a while. But Sue will know, I've mainly been like this, just a few changes of, I've got a new bookshelf. I've got dreaded hair. I know Sue might not have been into the Q thing, and I don't even know if you are, but it doesn't matter. But Sue's always liked me tea chats I've always had. I've always tried to pump out positivity, no matter what I believed in, because the world has got some shit in it, but there's some amazing people. But that also is a thing of, I'm not saying this person isn't amazing. I'm not saying that. I like her. I just don't resonate, and especially after what she's just done, I highly don't resonate with her energy at the minute. It doesn't mean I ever won't, or I know she's batting for the same team as in what we're trying to get out and the awakening, and it's all about mindset and frequencies. We all know that. I've been banging on about before. It's all energies. That's what me and Tina's wife want to talk about more. But what people don't understand is you've been on it for 26 years. Well, fan fairy Anne, at the end of the day, people are just getting on it. So you need fresh eyes to look at some stuff sometimes and remind people of what's going on, because a lot of people in the past, and even people now, they'll forget what happened 6 months ago when big things came out, and they all forget. I mean, they're all forgetting about the virus at the minute because of the bloody flipping protest raving. It's like, hang on, I thought we were in a big, massive virus thing. Do you know what I mean? You need new eyes on the subject. Sometimes you get people that have only woke up recently, but they see newer things that other people aren't seeing because they get in the whole situation of, we're in 1984 or whatever it is, and we're in the new world order and nothing's going to change, and Trump's the other side of the other side because it's all the same. Well, things change and it's not set in stone, and neither is 1984. Yeah, there's a lot in it and it's scary. Only if we choose to go down that timeline. I'm a new subscriber to you, and I could tell straight away that you had a good heart, and so Dolly, I resonate a lot with all of you. Thank you, Lois, and you're all beautiful in chat. Oh, no, I don't know if it's that. I don't know. Oh, I've just been and had a quick look at a channel crackpot play. I know. I'm not saying she is. She just does it the way she does it, and some people will think she is, some people will think she's not. But people that resonate with that channel will resonate. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not upset. It's just the point that someone can just say that they're highly intuitive and psychic and go on like that and tell someone their artwork's not their artwork. As the teacher Smith will know where I went with you, because she taught me in something and I showed her my artwork, and she actually bought a couple of my bags and cards and stuff. What an absolute twaddle of crap. Dolly Daydream has helped me and so many others in this chat. She's down to earth, says it like it is, the same as me. She has an amazing soul and a great heart. That's why we all love her. We thank you. Oh, thank you, Tapper. I like the way you put Q on the end. And I'm not saying I'm right in everything, but I know I came on my channel because of a certain relationship that happened that she knows nothing about, but then maybe she does because she's highly intuitive. So she knows my life and what I've been through and what I've had to go through to try not to get upset, it's not her. What I had to go through in my own trauma, everyone has different trauma, to come through to look at myself, at what I was actually doing, to help me go on my journey. It's like, how dare you? Who do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are? Do you know what I mean? So I will come on and say things when I feel like saying something. I just think it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And that's not me trying to get people to go and look over there and comment. I wouldn't say comment, but you each to your own. That's up to you. But I'm just saying, for someone to be highly what's the word? Highly, I'm all right. It's just, I do get emotional. I am empathic and I do get upset about stuff and sensitive and stuff like that. I'm a Pisces as well. Yeah, but it needs outing sometimes because this goes on YouTube, and this is why I was saying if anyone wanted to make a YouTube channel, you have to know what you're going up against sometimes. I don't get the trolls like I used to, but it shocked me today to get a disgusting message, couple of messages off this person on someone else's channel, the way she did it, and then she's telling me how I conduct myself, and I'm like, I don't go around putting big ass messages about people like that and telling them that their work isn't their work. You know, so I just I will out this person. Yeah. You know, she's doing a good job on her own thing that she's doing, and that's all she should be focusing on, not what I'm doing. High critical thinker, or I mean, it's a bit obsessive. I think she's watching me and it's a bit obsessive. I find that obsessive. I think there's something wrong in that. You know, something's been playing on her mind to be obsessed saying that I'm doing things and things are going back to her and the breadcrumbs end with me, and I don't know what she's going on about because I'm not involved with her chats, don't go in her live chats, don't comment, don't watch videos. So where she's got that information from, I don't know. And if she thinks it's because she's tuning into something, a crystals and a highly intuitiveness, she's wrong. And I'll tell you, you're wrong right now if you're watching this video. You need to go and check yourself and grow up, really, basically. That's all I'm saying. On the subject, you know? And people can come back from that channel or whatever and say what they want. I'm not interested. I won't get into the whole thing of all that. I just think, I'm just saying it's disgusting. Thank you, Brian. It is projection because everything she said, I just thought, mirror, projection, oh my God. And yeah, I know, Dave. Do you remember when that whole thing went on? And then I think they're friends again, but she did that whole thing with her because she's not seeing it the way she's seeing it, but they're both doing it the way they both see it. It doesn't really matter. And the name of her channel is like, well, hello, that's your conception. She did, yes, she did. She fell out with a few people because she's just pushing stuff all the time. And then putting two and two together and getting 10. So I think she needs to look at her frequencies, what she's tuning into, because she's getting it all upside down and inside out as far as I can see. Yeah, fighting shadows. Oh, Jesus. Do you know what I mean? So it's bad enough with the energies going around. Anyway, I've been feeling really, really tired where I've been falling asleep when I wouldn't normally. You know, retrogrades, this, that and the other. And it's just like, maybe she's tapping into getting psychically attacked. And she thinks it's me. Well, I don't go psychically attacking people because, like I said, I don't even watch a channel. Oh, my God. Yes, my thoughts exactly. Projections, refuses to let go of. Yeah, well, they talk about programs because everyone does. I think she thinks I'm stuck in my programs. I'm not stuck in anybody's programs. I couldn't give a toss. Like I said, I'm in wonderment of the world. I'm not bothered if aliens land on my grass tomorrow. I'm not bothered if, like, this happens tomorrow, if we all see it as a hologramic bloody matrix. Whatever. I'm very open-minded to absolutely everything. I know the world's not as they've said it is. I know we've all been lied to. I know there's energies about and beings because I frigging see them and contact them myself. You know. And I know there's beautiful, good people out there, and she is on the side with that, but just obviously wants to go against the wrong people just because I follow Q and she sees it as bad, but that's up to her. But yeah, you know when I have a rant, I have a rant. Yeah, I love the recent chat. Yeah, thank you. And that's another thing, the recent chat I did with Tatty T was about what I know. It wasn't about her, but she went to feel the need to write. I'm not joking. Tatty T will tell you a massive big spew of messages, basically saying she's outing me and my work's not me working this, that, and the other, and I'm not doing the work. And I was just like, who does that? And that's where I say she needs to go and check herself and really look and do a bit more work on herself if that's how angry she's getting because somebody's just talking their truth and she doesn't like it, and maybe because I'm talking similar she thinks I'm copying her. There's a lot of people on YouTube where we all talk similar because we're all watching, learning, having experiences is the biggest key of what's going on. So I watch YouTube videos, and yes, I do come out with things other people have been saying and go, oh, go and watch this channel, go and watch that channel, because if I'm having an experience, say like Orb Whisperer channel or different things, and I find a channel and go, oh my god, they were talking about what I talk about what I've experienced, I'll say, well, there's that channel, because a lot of you in chat are resonating with the same thing. Yeah, it's my journey, not hers. Exactly. And I've had a few people saying, oh, you're not doing the work. How would you know? You know, she doesn't know my life. She doesn't know what I've been through. She doesn't know that I've, been on my own for 5 years and not really gone out and not done much. And I've been working on myself and hiding away sort of thing, researching, having experiences and this, that and the other. But apparently she thinks she does. I just find it absolutely hilarious. And that part, most of my family are creative people. Okay. Hi, Deanie. So, yeah, so that's why I'd say be careful if you were ever thinking of making a YouTube channel, because you will get people trying to target you. You'll get trolls. You'll get people trying to bring you down. But it won't. It's not going to, distract from what I do at all. Oh, yeah, hang on. Yeah, I'm just disgusted. And I'll air it. She can air it. I can air it. Ah. Yeah, Miss T's just sent me a picture of I'll show you actually, some jewellery, and it's the macrame. I can never say it, macrame, when she's like, you're stealing my ideas. I'm like, you're stealing your ideas. How dare you? How very dare you? Yeah. You know what I mean? There's people who have, we take inspiration off people and we do certain designs and things, because that's like macrame design. You know what I mean? And I've got them little plastic letters, but I haven't made anything with them yet. But I've got them. I was thinking of making one saying QAnon, but you don't get enough letters, do you? I was trying to put where we go 1 week wall. Q didn't have enough letters. I might put Dolly loves Trump. I don't know, just to trigger people. I can sit here like this with it, Oh yeah, but you don't get enough letters. I think you'd have to buy a couple of bags to get actually all the letters in it. Yeah, well, that new I've got my big canvas, but I'm thinking about that one. My other one, like I said, is behind the picture of the woman. There's a canvas behind it, so for anyone who's just come in, you are the same off your channel. Yes, Teacher Smith. I mean, so was Tapper. There's a few people. The Teacher Smith has actually met me when I was on a teaching thing that she was teaching me. She's met me in real life when I was truth bombing her with Q, weren't I? I was. And she's met me in real life and knows exactly that I'm like this in real life than I am off camera. So the woman whose channel it is has never met me in real life. A Tapper knows me in real life. Roxanne knows me in real life. There's a few people that have actually met me, been to They Really Won't Meet Up, and have actually met me. So, people know. That one's a big painting. It's only laid at the minute. There's going to be a woman on it, as you can see, a bit of a whited bit out here. I've been drawing women for ages. It's just what I do. It's like the divine feminine or something. It's just what I love doing. So I do what I love because I am a sovereign being and I do what I love. I don't do what the government tell me. I don't know anything. I just do what I want to do. But yeah, so... Oh, you never know. I think we'll be having a world party when this stuff comes out to the masses, and then we'll all be wondering what we're all moaning about and arguing about. But yeah, we did have a meet up in my hometown. Oh, when was it? Was it 2 years ago? When I met people, we actually had a meet up to do it. Yeah, I can't wait to come back on your channel. Yeah, it'd be good. Because Tatted T and Mrs. T have been through all that crap on YouTube. Like I said, that's what the whole thing was a few years ago, when people just wanted drama, because I don't know if they want attention, because then it causes people to go over to the channel and then they're getting exposure, or, they're getting a bit of, I don't know, attention. Everyone that said hi, I was a little distracted listening to Dolly, so much love to you. Yeah, Critical Thinker saying so much love to everybody. So, looks so cool. It's all paint or it's a bit of mixed media. It'll have more. Mine tend to be a bit mixed media. I like not so flat, and I will be selling them. I think Tatty T did say something about the lady one, but I did say I might try and auction the lady one off on here as a bit of a little auction thing at a set price, and then if anyone wanted to, otherwise I'm just gonna sell it if anyone is interested. I love it, but I think I'll sell it because, like I said, the whole thing of my art is I do believe you have your energy on art and your intentions, and my intentions are always good because, I mean, it's quite an angelic picture, and, you know, people get joy out of beautiful things and what people make and handmade. Well, apparently she did it. But. So, yeah. I need a teleportation machine and a med bed, and I'm still waiting for my hoverboard. Damn it! I need a med bed. I always think when I go to bed, right, I'm in a med bed chamber now. Healing. I've been asking for healing in my sleep, as mad as that sounds, and then someone mentioned it today because I do that thing where I think of something, I put something out to the universe, and then someone will come on like Prime Disclosure the next day and they'll be talking about it, and I've not checked his for 2 days, so I don't know what he said. The only thing that I was having last night was, really sounds mad, was I thought there was a column of light coming through my bedroom in the corner, and I kept watching it thinking, is that the light out the window? Because it looked like something was in the bedroom, and I was like, and it like it was doing this. I do think it was a light, but I was watching it and it kept me awake, and I was just like, what's that? What is that? It did make me laugh. It was probably me, probably tired. Oh, the date above is when we all got together last year. When was that? Oh, the 26th of August, 2019. Was it last year? God, it seems ages ago. 2019, last August, we all had to get together. Yeah, we did. And it was good, even though some idiot tried to spoil it then, but they didn't get away with it. Let it out, Dolly. We will not let anyone put us in their low frequencies. Exactly. Exactly. I was just more shocked than anything that someone who says they're a certain spiritual way just went out on full attack on someone that's not been in contact with them for quite a while, you know, and said that I've hurt them and said that they're hurting. I mean, I feel sorry for Shiz, but like, you've clearly shown your true colours to me of what you've said in a comment that I'm not interested. You know, got to have your boundaries. Your energy is infectious. You're natural and inspiring to everyone. You truly believe in yourself and others, and you will never need to copy anyone. You are natural talent. Thank you, Teacher Smith. I've just always talked about what I'm into when I'm into it. And that's why I normally get all like high pitched and I talk quite fast because it just comes in when I'm in the flow, and that's it. I put eyeshadow on nails for chroma effect. Yeah, I don't do nails anymore, but I used to. But yeah, there's a lot you can do with nails. Broke girl hack. I thought that was brilliant. And apparently I stole the idea. See, you're into nails, but it's really funny because there's a guy who does makeup. He's a makeup artist, but he puts makeup on himself to show you how to do it. I can't remember what he's called. He's English, blonde hair. And funnily enough, he put a video up either today or yesterday talking about the makeup industry. Well, not makeup industry, the makeup community, because this is in every community, the truthing community, spiritual community, makeup community, this community, any community you can think of on YouTube, they attack people. And it's these, I don't know if it was bigger YouTubers attacking him because you get people go, you're not doing it the right way, you're not doing it. I don't have to do it anyway. I do it my way because it's my channel. But you always get jealousy and people trying to attack people because you're not doing it their way, or I don't know, some of them subs have gone to you, or this is how, whatever it is. And it's just like, you know, what? And then the really big YouTubers, who are probably fake ass ones anyway, if they say something about a smaller channel, then people don't believe it. And that's a bit like MSM again. Because we know some of the big ass massive channels are fake ass ones anyway. I'm not saying all of them. Did you meet up this year? We met up last year with a really woke show with me and a girl Roxanne that used to do some stuff, and we met maybe about 30 people. So it wasn't massive, but for our first meetup, it was great. And people came from London and Scotland and all over, and it was absolutely brilliant. And we all got on, and we all had drinks together, and my dad was there, and Red Pill Phil came from the Red Pill Phil channel. Please go and check his channel out because he only lives down the road from me, and it was great. You know, maybe we'll do one again at some point, but it was good. Yeah, we actually had a meet up and everyone was in a beautiful vibration. Some people in chat now were there. Tapper was anyway, because Tapper's been to mine. He's met me. He knows my dad. Rachel Pixie, who's not in at the minute, stayed at my house. Tapper stayed on the drive. The men stayed on the drive. Rachel stayed at my house, and I'd never met her before, and she'll be coming down again when she can move about to pick up a meditating cushion that I made. But yes, I did meet a lot of people, and I've made a lot of friends on YouTube behind the scenes that I speak to as well, you know, that have met me. And it's not like that, you know, you meet somebody like a celebrity and you go, oh my God, they're not like they are on TV. I'm just me, the way I am normally, you know. Yeah, I'm always shouting out other channels. I did shout out that person's channel ages ago, but, you know, don't watch anymore. Yeah, Red Pill Phil, thank you, Red Eye Jedi. And the thing is, I can't remember a lot of people's channels now because I'm going to have to write my favourite ones down because YouTube are not putting them up. I seem to be getting YouTube channels from ages ago. And even Tatty T, one of yours came up the other day. It wasn't showing you recent ones, but we all know YouTube. We all know why YouTube is censoring anyway. So, you know, like I said, stuff don't come up. How is Rachel? I haven't seen her. She's just been, Rachel's fine. She texts me the other day. She catches it sometimes. She's just been chilling, you know, not watching a lot, just chilling while stuff's happening. But yeah, she's good. She saw the Mount Rushmore and the Q fireworks. So yeah, that's good. Yeah, Red Pill Phil is a great channel, and I'm on Red Pill Phil's. I've been a interview a while back and said we'll probably do another one soon because he got in contact with me the other day. I speak to him on the phone. But yeah, and he only lives 2 minutes away from me. And we said we will be doing a meet up soon to talk about some stuff because obviously he's only up the road. YouTube have been unsubbing people. Yeah, they have, because a lot of people talking about truth and certain things that are going on. They've been unsubbing people, and I've been getting the QAnon sticker under my videos again saying it's a far right conspiracy. That's off Wikipedia. If you know who Wikipedia, that's saying something. Don't give anyone your time or energy that tries to feed off your energy. And I know, karma, exactly. And that's the thing about the advice I give out, like, because that's the sort of thing she say, oh, well, you're getting fed into that thing now. And it's like, yeah and no, because sometimes some people have to be told. And if she wants an answer, she's getting an answer from what she's actually just put out there, because it's quite despicable what she's done, you know, what she's said and stuff. Like I said, it's slander at the end of the day. And I'm not being funny, people on YouTube ages ago, someone could have gone after her for that if they really wanted to, because you do get really nasty people out there who would really hold that grudge for ages, you know, not let go. I can let go of this. Straight after I come off here, I was just a bit triggered, that's all. But some people are like that, do you know what I mean? So it's just, you know. Yeah, well, it's not far wrong, Dolly. Yes, we like batteries, low vibes, we'll try to do. Yeah, and I'm not the sort of person who, you know, if I can't really feel down about stuff, but if I feel a bit low energy, because that's all it is, I'll bring myself up doing something, and that's why I go and paint, or I'll draw, or I'll make jewellery, because that puts me in a high frequency. Like, I've just noticed this. I've just been teaching myself some stitching, and I was just using this old piece of jean, and then I made this little patch with peace on, and it's a little flower. She'll probably say, Nick, this idea off for now. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you'll see on YouTube a lot of people. It's not that people are unsubbing. YouTube are unsubbing people because of the stuff that's going about certain things. That's all to do with the elections, really, and certain stuff's going on. And YouTube are sensitising lots of places because you don't want people talking about truth. So, you know, depending on, you know, stuff. Yeah. That's why I love raw handmade art. Yeah, handmade art is like, it's not a production, it's not made by in a factory. It's not made by a computer or a big machine. It's handmade with love and intentions. Like I said, to see the energy coming out my hands, I take a lot of time in the things that I made. Should be saying I did these next level journal, you know. And like I said, light language is the language of God, source, whatever, and light language is whatever gives you light, which is whatever gives you joy, which is whatever gives you love. So when I go and do my art, it's light language. There is light language out there, which is a language that you don't have to know what it means. It's just a frequency. If you go and put light language into YouTube, you'll see people doing all the attic or that's what it sounds like, some of it. It's just a frequency, and sometimes you listen to it, it can activate you, but it is art. I communicate my light language through my art. Some people do it through dance. Some people do it through music. Some people do it through poetry, through being an author, through gardening. That's tending to Mother Earth, being an architecture, because you want to make beautiful buildings. It doesn't mean, some people just, it's just arty, like you're painting something. No, it can be anything. Creating a business that you love, that's giving back to people as well, but that is light language. Anything that you're enjoying, in the good, in the light, is a light language. I have restarted my channel. Yes, so check out Mrs. T's channel, because she's got a channel as well, and she's just started a drawing channel, which I said I need to show some of my drawings like you do as well, but I don't know. I need to get something to hold my camera on that sits on my computer. I've done it before with things, and I've had to dangle things over things, and because my phone's rubbish anyway, so I can't film on that. But if you check out Mrs. T's channel, it's all about sharing and caring. She has started a new channel where she's drawing, and it'll just show a process of her drawing different things, and we all get better and better with our art as we go along. And sometimes you find your quirky style and this, that, and the other. And the thing is with drawing channels, I don't know if Mrs. T goes along with me with the whole thing. It's my meditation, so that's where I do my work and reflecting. But it's meditative, and sometimes people I love watching drawing channels because it's quite calming, especially if you're looking for something to calm down to. Even if you don't draw yourself, it's quite nice watching someone draw, and it can inspire you. But I find it very relaxing and very meditative. So, it's like people like drawing all sorts of things. I was just drawing the flower of life on them jeans, actually, to do a stitching. Now, that person who's trying to put me down will probably say I'm copying her artwork. Well, a lot of people in spiritual realms know what the flower of life is in that pattern, and a lot of people draw them patterns and stuff. But yeah. First came into Dolly's chat when she talked about JFK Jr. being alive, and I was reporter in the USA at the time of his death. Oh, I knew it wasn't him. I was fascinated. Fascinated was what she said. Never left. Oh, thank you, Chris. Yeah, because a lot of people thought he was going to be at Mount Rushmore. I didn't say he was going to be at Mount Rushmore. I said he might be in the background because it's always been that Where's Wally thing. The Q fireworks were there. But we got to remember, because I was talking to someone else today in America, and we said a lot of people are like, oh, was he not there? Remember, it's got to come out slowly, and the Alliance put certain stuff out where we all go, yeah, it's going to be this, it's going to be this. It's not. It's going to be when we're least expecting it, which will be more surprising. But they can't give the dark side that much information, and it puts them in a bit of a confusion. So they end up doing a false flag. So, yeah, I just say, watch this space, people. But thank you. Yeah, and I did many, people don't know, I did many videos on JFK Jr. Went through the whole gematria, the numbers gematria, I can never say it, the breakdowns, said about Kellyanne Hub News on it all the time. That's what she does. Showed you the Vincent Fusca thing, the thing to do with the clown, which was Emmett the Clown in America, that a lot of people didn't know, the connection with that, the connections to quite a lot of things that I can't even remember now because I did it and I got like 14,000 views at the time, and YouTube took some of the videos down. I don't know why. Must have been telling the truth. October return, Trump card, baby. Yeah, I think there's lots of things going to go in when he gets in, and I think we might have a Christmas surprise, which makes me go into the dream that I had last night. Gardening is so rewarding. Of course it is, because it's beautiful nature and the elements and the elementals and all that sort of good stuff that goes on. Yes, girl, let it roll off. If they give you hell, they wish they were strong. Yeah. Yeah. Did anyone hear about the queue? Someone mowed in their lawn, did they? Well, Michael Jackson's supposed to have one on his thing, and then there was something else about, I can't remember what it was. You're a driver, not a passenger in life. Exactly, and I'll drive my own vehicle, this vehicle. Hiya, England. So, last night, I've been having dreams quite vividly, and they've seemed to be coming back stronger and stronger. And there's loads of energies flying about and that. And it's funny, since after that beam of light, if anyone saw it in New York, and there will be a beam of light that activates people, like it said on Q. Anyway, I had a dream. I can't remember it all, but I remember vividly. My sister was in it. We were stood outside. I think it was daytime. Hi, Earth Mystic 111. And I looked up to the sky. Yeah, the light of it. Yeah, biblical, exactly. Yes, and a helicopter flew over, circled, down back, and nodded to the I looked up and I saw a spaceship, like a saucer, a bit like Independence Day, and they were all over the sky, but they weren't bad because the frequency wasn't bad, and it was something that was said or telepathically brought in, and it was a really good thing that they were bringing. And even though it was last night, so it was 4th of July, Independence Day, worldwide, it was Christmas time. So make of that what you will. I do think that could be JFK Jr.'s show to the world, only to do with links with Santa, Father Christmas,